Welcome to Rebellious Wellness KPIs. Let's get curious about what your body and mind are really saying. Time to dive in, have fun, and explore the possibilities. What is one thing that you do all the time that is a great indicator of how you are aging? That, my friend, is your gait. And if your gait is off, chances are the rest of your system, the rest of your tower will be off. And that's when you might have knee pain, hip pains, and you might be like, I don't understand what's happening. And it could very much be coming from how you move through your gait. So, have you ever seen an elderly person who moves like this? Let me give you a side view. So, if you look at what I'm doing with my feet are stomping. There's a lot of weight, so that's going to go into the joints. And what is also missing from this gait is the mobility of the foot. You want to have a nice and mobile foot. Why? Because as you step, you are transferring power through the rest of your system. So let's start with the feet. When you roll, you want to be able to articulate that foot from heel through the foot, through the ball of the foot, and then through the ball of the foot, you're going to transfer the power forward. I'm purposely doing that hop because you want to have that little spring that pushes you off. Now, when I lift that heel, if I don't have proper mobility, in this case, let's say the big toe, do you see what happens to my knee? So now when I propel, that's gonna go 100% through my knee and then travel hip, spine, and so forth. Same thing, if I walk here, again, this is not proper positioning and I'm exaggerating so that you can see what happens to the rest of the tower. The other thing is when you step, so one foot is forward, this back foot, you're going to step and articulate up. When you lift up, you want to have transfer of power through the rest of your chain. So very active foot. I'm not collapsing. I am lifting off my joints, and this feels so good. How does that look? Okay, you are going to prop through the foot, through the ankle, through the knee. You want to feel the back of your thigh and the booty working. You're welcome. And then you feel that energy. If you have a bun like me, you can pull that bun up and it feels so good. Now I'm actually also decompressing my joints. And then from here, I'm going to, again, on purpose, showing you, I have a little bit of spring in my gait to transfer to the other foot, which is then going to do the same. Now, if you have weakness or as you make the step, and what I recommend, start with small steps, because people want to make ginormous steps and they lose it. Tiny steps, and as you go, you should not see this. You should not see this. Again, exaggerating, hopefully it's obvious. You pretend you're between two walls and you are maintaining and lifting, and guess what? You should fire up more of. You should feel more butte, and you should feel more abdominals. Your core should fire up. Okay, so transfer of power, super, super, super important. Transferring the weight through the entire chain, super, super important. Now, the other thing is, when you step naturally, we have a little bit of a cross body arm swing. I'm trying to make sure I stay within the camera range. So when one leg is forward, here we have a gentle rotation into the rib cage. Now, that rotation is not half body. That rotation is very gentle. But if your rib cage is locked up, guess what? Then your walking would feel very rigid and very restricted. People who do not engage their core, who are into the joints, they walk, I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but they stomp. And when you walk, I should not hear you walking. That is like crushing your knees. It should be nice and lifted. Remember that bun, pretend that you're sending energy. You actually are. That has to do with great posture, up. So play with these things and practice, because one foot might have great mobility. The other foot, you might be like, ooh, that big toe does not want to move. Go to the video for the feet, the health of the feet, functional feet, and do that. Go through the video and do the exercises on the ankles, super important. And then, of course, core is engaged. If you're feeling this, dancing salsa, like I tell my clients, I don't want you to dance salsa when we're doing core work. You can support yourself on something, furniture, and just do a step and just do this, just back and forth. And like right now, it looks like I'm doing nothing, but I am actually working and I'm pretending that I have a wall, yes? And this feels good, yes? So gait, super important, super basic, super foundational, great indicator for how are you aging. So what are you finding in your body? Are your feet mobile? Can you move through your ankles? Or are you perhaps stiff there? Is core collapsing? Are you stomping and into your joints? What are you discovering in your body? Are your ribs locked up and you're unable to move? Are you breathing? In the beginning, when you practice, you might feel like there is tension. That's totally normal because you're being intentional of how you move. One other thing I forgot to point out is, as you're stepping, make sure that I'm purposely barefoot. You do not grab with your toes. Can you see that? Toes are spread out and wide, and they give you a great base and stability of where you are, okay? What your gait is, how are you walking through life? So we have the physical aspect, and then we have how is your gait showing up in life? What is it that you discovered in your body that translates in life? Stay mobile, stay rebellious, and I will see you next time.